Ow,
Ah, there we go.
bro.
I'm qualifying. 10 minutes. Just wait for the
10.
rain. Wait for the rain to actually make the track wet first.
It's not soaked.
I'm gonna bring all of the drivers. Make sure the pit's actually closed.
Is the flip
Oh
mechanism
yeah,
still on?
someone press Q. Make sure it doesn't work.
It delete. Yes, it's gone.
What does he mean update the podcast? It's working.
I'm scared because this guy's in a Just Stop Oil shirt. It delete. Yeah.
Yeah, the audio works. Oh, this guy's doing that. Is that everyone? I think it is, yeah.
I think we're ready, mate. Never mind.
Let me do the forecast.
Never mind.
Alright. Let's just spectate Quack. So that seems awful.
We're about to begin. Yes.
I'm watching Quack. I'm predicting Quack. Quack's gonna go on pole.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I don't even know who drives this.
Dude, I should have added a pit lane camera. You cannot see anything.
Wait, hold on, let me see. Car not found. Why?
Just reset. I love
There
watching
we
this
go.
brick
That
wall.
that worked. Ah yes. I love watching turn one.
Did we even ping for qualifying? I don't think we did. Oh yeah, you did.
Right, let me turn you up just a bit.
Oh, if I'm quiet, it might be over for this stream. I'm not gonna lie.
It might just be my volume.
No, I think my mic is quite quiet in general. Oh well.
We shall see. There you go.
Yeah.
Speak now.
Yeah. Does it work?
Oh, I mean, I turned you up a bit and you sound normal. Like normal
Oh,
volume.
I can't. Okay, wait. Let me bend my mic inwards. Is that better?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Is it gonna start? It's
Sounds
like,
more
oh, it's
defined.
29.
You bet. No, it's 30. It's 30.
Oh, I think it's about to start.
And here we go.
And he didn't click the timing, man. What
What a guy.
Oh, the horde of cars leaving the pits. Oh, it's beautiful. Everyone's on cold tires. Absolutely no grip. Okay, I guess
They have to warm it up quickly.
I'll click the timer thing for me because you can't do
Lazy. And we already have our first contact. Incredible.
that. Interesting. Some people just bombing it straight out of the pits. No concern for their tire wear. Some people, actually leaving and trying to build up some heat without destroying their tires.
I mean, they're gonna need it. Cold tires on rain affected tracks never work. So yeah, just building up the tires, getting heat in, getting some rubber, and then just laying down the dry line well enough to qualify for pole position. That's what people at the back are
And you have to
doing. They
remember,
know well.
only the top 16 from both AM qualifying and Pro will advance to the race. So these AM drivers are under a bit more pressure than some of the pros who will more likely be guaranteed to get a spot.
Mm. And we could see here some of them just holding back as far as Cops Corner, whilst the leaders in case are getting ready to start some of their qualifying laps now.
You got anyone starting a lap? I mean, they're all in a big gaggle at the front, and they're all going to be holding each other up. So I think if I was out there, I'd definitely be hanging back.
We could see Fish and Kvyat starting their laps now. They're practically
I'll go on
bumper to front with
Kvyat.
each
Oh
other.
yeah.
Oh, and he's made a descent.
They're racing. They're not advisable.
Racing in qualifying. Come on, boys, mature up a bit. And he's going to go down the inside in qualifying. Is he going to push him off track? Just a bit.
Tank slapper over the curb.
Simon's getting the best view of this battle at the moment, in qualifying, mind you. Is he going to make that move?
The outside
do quite a bit on the outside.
Mate,
and then switches over to the inside.
Oh my word, no regard for qualifying, they just want to race.
I mean, fair respect, track position is everything here, but remember, you are sacrificing a little bit of slipstream. He's going to have to hold off in cops, otherwise he's just going to push him off, and he kind of has. This is madness.
Might see a penalty.
Oh, and he's sliding a bit.
For one or both of these guys.
They know that they're under time pressure. Oh, a massive slide into Beckett for Fish. That was incredible. However, yeah.
I'm gonna try and find someone that's actually on a roller. You got Quag with, I believe that's Floppy or Warlock right behind him.
That's Warlock.
Not the type of driver you want to see right behind you on your qualifying lap, to be honest.
No, he's had a bit of a reputation for bumping into people, and he's trying to get track position here as well. Actually, they're all tussling about.
Quag's a bit wide. I think he's gonna. Yeah,
oh, Warlock's gonna go through on the inside.
Which is not the smartest driving from some of these drivers, as we see the first laps coming through. Kvyat, 146.1.
And I don't believe it. I think Quag has abandoned the lap to give track position to Warlock.
I would say that's a smart thing to do.
And I think he's going to complain. And he has every right to do so.
You see debutant 39L with the fastest time, 146 flat.
That's a very good time straight off the bat.
Yeah, it's pretty good for Am.
I reckon he's definitely a shoo-in for like the top 3. And yeah, I mean, just hitting it straight off the bat.
Some complaints about other drivers.
Yeah, using choice words.
See if we can get into Warlock's radio, see what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, like.
Oh my, bro.
Very stupid. I don't know, man. I don't know.
This is not the.
There you go then. Warlock also complaining.
I mean,
just complaining about each other.
These two trying to be respectful to each other, getting tangled in a little battle. They should have just spaced each other out, and then we wouldn't have had this little race. But at least it's providing great entertainment for the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, good thing with these wet tyres and the cold temperatures, of course, a lot less wear than you'd get in, say, a dry qualifying session. So these drivers will get the opportunity to do quite a few consecutive laps without having to pit.
And now we see Kvyat putting in a 45.2.
8 temps.
4 minutes left.
Impressive stuff.
Yeah, pretty good lap. Again, for AM standards, that is a great lap. definitely a shoo-in for top
It's only
3.
like a 1.2 seconds off like pro wet pace. As we see Quag going wide, that will be his lap done for. He's running out of
Yeah,
time to get a good lap in here. If
and
he's
he's
not
got to get a
careful,
good one in for
if he's not
track
careful, he
position,
might get eliminated completely and not be able to race.
and that would be troublesome for Quag because,
Ooh.
as we all know, oh, and he's onto the grass.
If I were him, I'd think I'd pull into the pits right now. But he doesn't. Oh, well, oh, he does now.
Well, I don't know what he's doing.
Bit of oh, and he's gone. First rage quit. Not having
Well,
fun. See someone else. Let's go to watch Void, who has been quite impressive despite his being from Australia and having 300 ping.
he looks quite consistent at the moment, putting in
See if we
decent
can
lap
go
times.
on board with Void. I think this should be him finishing up one of his laps. We'll see a few cars ahead as we go into Stowe. Bit of a slide, but that's alright. Not quite using the full extent of the track though.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit of slipstream for the car ahead. I
it's-
believe that's unified.
I think slipstream should be turned off in qualifying, I believe.
Oh, my bad. And across the
See,
line. Where is he
this
gonna
is a
go?
Improves by 1, not bad. But immediately demoted back down again as other people. I mean, this is a driver that's been on pole in this category before.
A lot of the experienced drivers who know the wet, struggling to get the grip in and just finding that extra bit of traction
I don't know.
in
Is anyone
requirement
actually
to get
gonna
the
base
best
stop
time.
yet? I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Which is interesting because although these wet tires do last long, that peak grip is only going to be there for a few laps.
Yeah, times are gonna wear off as the session goes into the 2-minute and 26-second
Yeah,
mark, and we
Void's
have
here.
Kvyat and Void.
Yeah, right on his
battling
ass. And he gives way, good man.
Yep. Well, not entirely. I think he just wants that little bit, and he's gonna.
wide for the
Ooh,
cops.
I thought he was gonna go down the inside there. That was scary stuff.
He's weaving together with his tires. I think that is his outlap. Well, definitely. Oh!
Oh, and
Oh
Kvyat,
my
oh my!
word.
He hits Void. What
What is going on
wow?
there?
Pandemonium at Maggots and Beckett's.
That's most likely going to be a penalty.
Just couldn't get the brake stopped in time, and well, just tank slaps into Voids. Or the other way
Drivers
around.
both apologizing to each other, saying it's okay. Not when you want to see with 1 minute 30 left on the clock. I mean, it's alright for
definitely not.
Kvyat
A lot-
because he's on top, 5 tenths clear.
And now I think Floppo's going to go down the
He's
inside of
looking for
Void
a
into the
move.
last corner.
Side
these
by
will be the
side
final
down
lap.
the main straight.
This is the final lap for these people. They got to make it count, otherwise their track position is just going to be hampered, and they're spending it racing each other whilst trying to get the best
Let's go on
times.
board with
Currently
Warlock.
multitasking at the moment.
Go on board with Warlock, who's I think should be finishing this lap. He's at the bottom right now, excluding Quag. He rage quit. GG. But he needs
he's
to
gonna
find.
have
He
one more
needs to
lap.
find a better time here.
He's got to make it count. He can't start last.
Coming up
Nobody
to
wants to
Stowe.
start last.
Good, pretty good. Oh, but he goes wide. I mean, it's not the worst place to get a corner car. Should be able to continue. He's good through Vale.
He's going to get one more lap in, at least.
Yeah, but slightly more worn tires. See if he
Hopefully he
improves.
doesn't
does
find a
jump to
wall.
one spot above Void.
That's good enough time, and at least he isn't last, but he's got to make this last one count. And as we see,
Absolutely
car under
beautiful
investigation.
typing from Vision there. Oh,
Yep.
Warlock's gone wide again. Another CC. That one quite a bit
But
worse than the
luckily-
one at Stowe. So
keeps it together in the straight line.
it's the checkered flag, or the red flag, I guess, is out. Ooh, big slide.
Well, that's supposed to be a checkered flag. There we go.
Yeah, yeah. I think it just does a red flag for some reason. And okay,
Yeah,
that's it for
and
War.
Warlock
He's out,
finds
he's
the
done
sand.
for.
Almost in the wall.
He could continue,
But-
but very much doubt he's gonna improve.
Yeah, and I think that is his qualifying
Void finishing
session
his
done
lap.
and over with.
Oh, Void at the end gets a good lap in. That should see him secure.
What a last gasp attempt for that. I think he's
Anything
safe after that
else?
one.
Just Warlock, I think, to finish his lap.
And Unified and Simon, I don't know if they just started laps or finishing them.
I mean, if we
But-
only get a few pro drivers, all of these AM drivers should be safe. But if we see a big turnout for the pros, then some of these drivers at the back, like War and Astro and Unified, might not be good for them, as War goes wide again, same corner as he did last lap. And he peels into the pits, lap abandoned. I think that should be it for AM qualifying then.
Yeah, good qualifying session from Kvyat, hitting it straight out of the bat. Even with 4 minutes, nobody could really beat that lap time in the AM. A 45.2, very, very good in the wet here. And he's just finding that extra bit of grip when people like Unified aren't necessarily
I mean, that's
counteracting those slides.
the sort of lap time that's going to put him up there with the pros on the starting grid, I think.
So yeah, a lot needs to be commended to Kvyat, just finding grip and keeping on track at least. Unlike some of these drivers out here who go wide more often than not, but
I mean, it is the AM class, so a bit more wily than the pros.
yeah, you're gonna get all bits of talent. But yeah, very decent lap from these guys. The top three especially separated by only half a second, which is quite impressive in the AM class to have such close competition. So definitely watch out for the top three of the AM.
I think we're going to rejoin for pro qualifying.
Yup.
Shut down the server there. Make sure that OBS isn't doxing me. Which it is. Cool. Whoops.
Fabulous. Well done.
It's fine, I turned it off. Alright. Make sure we get the weather going. So we have about 2 minutes until this is scheduled to start.
I think we might run a bit over time.
Should be good for some drivers that are late.
Yeah. More AM drivers than pro drivers.
I mean, yeah. Obviously the pro drivers are better and there's less good people, I guess.
Mm.
And Dev asking less rain for the pro qualifying. Not sure why he would need that to beat the AMs. Shameful behaviour.
I don't think the rain's going to listen to anyone anytime soon, to be honest with you.
I think
I
the
think
rain's going
from
to
here
listen
on
to
out,
my
it's just
weather
gonna pick
admin
up.
panel, to be honest.
It's the only thing it could listen to at the moment.
Yeah. Make sure I add the details for the cinematic view. Close pits. Make sure it's on 10 minutes. Alright. I need to pick a driver and stick with them because I kept jumping around. I couldn't really see a full lap. I don't think this is going to be as chaotic as the because these guys actually kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of lenient.
I hope someone screenshotted the AM results.
Did you not?
I mean, it'll be on the live stream.
Yeah.
I mean, we should be starting out, but let's just bring the pros. think James, fast driver, he's gonna be here towards the end, so he's not gonna have many laps to do it. But knowing James, he'll probably put a fast lap in anyway.
Yeah, he's just gonna put in. If he's got like a minute to spare for only one lap, he's gonna make sure that counts and maybe he
Yeah,
can start.
wouldn't be surprised if he was pole, to be honest.
Yup. And now the pro drivers are heading out to the pit lane exit.
Mate, I genuinely can't see anything into the pit lane from the camera.
It's
Just see a
woeful.
brick wall.
You can probably see me.
I can see, yeah, I can see the cars, like the numbers.
Yeah, for me, I only got the numbers and the drivers.
Have we pinged for pro quali? Yeah. Should be starting soon then.
Just waiting on Epic Lexus to get in the car.
Should be starting now.
Very empty field.
Yeah, just a few people late.
Rude. Rude of them not to show up on time.
Alright, I think we're gonna get started now. Yeah. And again, he forgets to set a time. So just do that for him.
What a guy.
Yeah, they're bombing it out the pits a few. Don't know if that's trying to get track position or just not even gonna bother trying to use the limiting.
At least with this, because the AM class just bunched up together, with here we have less drivers, so they can afford to space up a bit just to make sure they have a clear track ahead and don't make sure they hold anyone up or have to lift and coast into a corner. They can just push it out as much as the wet limitations go.
See who's at the front of this queue. I think it's Tottenham. No, it's actually Webley. Let's go. Go for a lap with Webley. Or an out lap. Yeah, with these wet tyres, not as much need to pace on the out lap because the wear is quite a bit lower.
They can actually afford to head out a bit faster. So, yeah, and I think, yeah, Webley's going to be the first person across the line to start his first flying lap and the benchmark for all the other guys to chase at for pole position.
Yeah, Webley quite a fast driver, definitely one of the contenders for pole. Here you go then, let's go on the onboard camera with Webley. Nicely through turn 1, turn 2 as well, easy corners, easy flat. Braking heavily, turn 2s. Not quite taking as much speed as he could, it's not too bad. And here you've got to get the power down nice and early. Not too much momentum physics in these cars, but still you can gain time from getting on the power early. And then a sweeping late apex going into Luffield, which he misses. It's not going to be good for his lap. And going around Luffield, you've got to hook the curve and get the car rotated, which he does right. Oh, my knowledge of the corner names is going to fail me because I do not know half of them on the
No, neither do I.
I know this Maggots and Meckets here.
Yep. and how he takes that.
Braking a bit early. Ooh, bit of a slide,
Ooh.
but gathers it up. Showing why the pro drivers are pros. I might get a diagram of the track up on my phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Revise the corner names, buddy.
Probably should have done this before, but that's alright.
It's okay, it's okay. First round.
Nicely through Vale then. See what this lap will be. Looking for somewhere in the realm of a 144. See what he does. 145.6, so not too good. But Techno, 144.6 straight away.
So Webblue then, slower than the AM pole time, and Techno a second ahead. Granted, this is quite early into the session, we're only 2 minutes into the session, but right now the pace is being shown straight away by Techno, easily a favourite for pole position, and just currently bunched up behind Webblue, trying to get the lines on point so he can understand them and learn them, and just try and fight off against the rain, because it is pouring down here
I do think
in
the
Silverstone.
rain will lessen up slightly for the race. I think it's just this only going to be this extreme for qualifying.
Everyone taking cops so lenient as opposed to taking cops dry. It's crazy, and then they got a challenge into Maggots and Beckett's just try and keep the car stabilized. And then instantly put the power down.
Yeah, I think this is him continuing another lap. I don't think this is in lap, because it's been looking pretty decent so far. No, he does stay out. See if he can go a bit better than his last lap, as he gets a nice slide, good rotation on through Vale.
His last lap was 1:45.6. He now goes second with a 1:45.0. So 6/10 immediately found there. Pretty solid stuff.
See if we can go on board with Epic Lexus starting another lap. Currently P2, looking to improve. 4 minutes to go. Epic Lexus nicely through there, good rotation. He's a bit tentative, a bit too tentative on the throttle out there. It's going to cost him a bit down the street.
Oh!
There's a bit of a bump on the green concrete.
Yeah, not a place to be going wide there. That's just going to mess up your focus into these next two corners. And right on the line there. And now he's got to try and send it, but not send it too far into Cop's corner. See how he takes that. Oh, and he's completely missed the apex and goes so wide. Almost onto the gravel, almost.
I mean, to be honest, I think he's carried enough momentum into the CC that it won't cost him too much. But it definitely won't be as fast as just taking it properly.
Yeah, that'll probably cost him like around 3 temps. And onto the grass, just a dip of the wheel onto the grass on the exit of Beckett's there.
You see a few cars up ahead, but I think he'll finish his lap before he reaches him. He's a bit wide through Stowe. Yeah, he gets a CC. But should be able to continue the lap still, as we see one car coming to the pits. Not sure if that's Webblue or Techno. But one of the Kessel Racing Ferraris going into the pits.
I think that is Techno. Techno has gone into the pits.
And then when Epic Lexus does not improve, not a surprise considering that was quite a scruffy lap. See Techno coming for his out lap. Not sure if Dev is on a lap, but he's got just Maxi behind him. 2 BMWs, different teams though, Row Racing and Walken Horse Motorsport. Bit of a mouthful, that one. And this looks like a fast lap to me.
And the pace will be needed in the actual race, and I think Maxi,
And he goes wide.
he looks looks very decent out there. Feels comfortable on the track. Let's see what this lap time puts for him, unless he's doing
Oh,
the hot lap now.
Dev's gone neither improve. And they're going to start to be holding each other up here, especially with Dev making these mistakes.
Yeah, Dev's got to get out of the way immediately. Oh my
And
god.
he does not get
Oh!
out of the way. In
Well
fact,
then.
completely impedes him. However, Dev could make the argument that he was still on a fast lap of his own.
But the mistakes that cost him made it not so much of a lap, and Maxi probably would have wanted him to move out of the way as the mistakes cost him, but straight onto the middle of the racing line,
But
straight in the middle of the track. Maxi
Dev
had nowhere
really
to
has
go.
to improve right now because he's currently, well, he's behind the AM qualifying pole. And,
Maxi
he'll
just
be-
given him
yeah,
little love tap, shall we say,
he'll be
on the rear
starting-
to say thanks for
Dev
holding
will
me
be
up.
starting behind some of the AM drivers if he does not improve for this lap time.
Now Max has got to get out of the way for another car.
Ooh, and he spins.
Oh, and Dev spun it. Well, typing, but
quite
you know.
easy to do in cops, to be fair. Don't think this was a fast lap for him anyway, to be honest.
And we can also see Jen's gone onto the gravel. A lot of drivers finding it difficult with less than a minute to go in this session. Lets Dev, but doesn't let Maxi pass.
I don't think
Slides in
Jen
between
has
them.
actually started a lap. See if we can go on board with Jen for his lap. Just gonna have to reset if you can't spectate someone.
He's going to make it to the line in time. Dev stopping there, trying to let Jen go. Whether that's the right decision to make, we don't know.
Oh, what is he
And
doing?
Jen, well, Jen just
I mean,
parks it on
he's
the
gotta
middle of
get
the
a
apex
move on.
there.
He's got to get a move on if he wants to make it to the line in time.
I think he is gonna. He's stopped. I don't know what he's
got to
doing.
go. I
but
don't know what he's
not,
doing.
He's not gonna make it.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
not made it.
Gonna make it. He's frozen. He's saying.
Oh, absolute
Doesn't make it.
tragedy for Jen's qualifying session. Frozen. An unexplainable accident occurred. Held up Dev, and now he's possibly gonna hold up Webb and Epic, who are now trying to come across the line and put it on pole.
I mean, he's got to get out of the way here.
Oh,
Webley
that was close.
Just miss him. Webley improves. Stays P3.
And how Epic is going to come across the line. And he doesn't take it.
On board with Techno for these closing seconds of qualifying.
So far, no man has had
Sliding.
an answer for Techno as he slides all about at Beckett's, much as the other pro drivers have been doing. But Techno has been the most calm, the most conservative out there, holding those lines,
Well,
keeping
Jen
the car.
did technically get a lap in at the end, so like not a good one, but it's enough to let him actually start the race, albeit from the back. So you see Techno
And
coming
as a
up to the
pro
line
driver, that's never good news. But it is going to be good news for Techno as he comes across the line. Does he improve? Not quite, but does that matter? Probably not, because he still holds on to P1.
There you go then, Techno on pole for round one. Strong start from Kessel Racing with P1 and P3.
Yeah, in order to drive wet weather tracks, you need to be the most calm, cool, conserved man out there, and Techno has proven that with a
Exactly.
very good lap time of a 44.3 in the wet. Very decent, especially in these heavy wet conditions that we see here.
Alright, let's turn slipstream back on. Might need that for the race.
Just maybe. Oh, it's already 7.
Should be shutting down for the race.
How many incidents are we going to get on track?
Probably not as many in qualifying because it won't be as wet.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with AM quali. That was it was interesting.
Well, just first qualifying session of the season. Fresh drivers, novices, bound to happen really.
Yeah, a lot of homework to be done for some of the teams. Just trying to work out the issues of what's going on, what's right, what's wrong. And this is going to be all a refresher for the big race that's going to commence soon.
I like how they're asking me what the strategy is, but yeah, I'm not telling
Bro,
you.
what are you supposed to do? You are not a you are not a born strategist.
I mean, I guess as their team boss, all I can really tell them is how long the tires last.
Just be careful with the stream, just in case other teams try and hop on.
I mean, it's common knowledge, hards last 30 minutes, mediums last 20 minutes, and softs last 10 minutes.
How many drivers do we have in total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16. We have exactly 16 right now, so everyone here could start, albeit some of them, like Mitro, would have to start from the back without qualifying time.
Still no sign of James.
Yeah, James cooked.
Well done, James. Well done.
Let me just work out how many laps the race actually meant to be real quick.
It's to nobody's surprise that we're already overboard on time. By like a couple of minutes though, so we've been pretty good.
So I think it's going to be about 32 laps. Let's get the weather on. Ooh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, I'm sure it'll be alright if we go 1 over.
Apparently, I'm seeing on Discord, James Rigby is using Discord mobile. So I don't know where
Yeah, no,
the hell he
I
is.
don't think he's getting you.
Yeah, he's not coming here. Look at all these cars. Attendance is pretty good for the first round.
Yeah. Oh, nice big queue in the pit lane.
What's a guy with? Oh, well, well,
Dude, he's
well.
gonna be on like a college laptop or something on like 500 ping.
Dude, he ain't making it till the end of the race. He's not making it till the end of like lap 10.
The disconnection kick message of doom is gonna strike.
Well, at least he had the decency to attend, despite complications.
this guy's not racing. 500 ping.
He predicted it. Yeah, James is not racing. We cannot afford some kind of haphazard accident.
Nice queue in the pit.
Yeah, I like this. Attendance, I don't know what you expected it to be, but I think
I
it's
expected
pretty
about
decent.
this. I mean, we cap it off to 16 drivers maximum in a race anyway, so this is pretty good.
For the first round of VCL as well. Pretty good going. This is the first round, right?
Yeah,
I'm not being
yeah, definitely.
deluded.
This
Okay.
is round 1. I think James is gonna try race. This guy's 100% cooked.
Yeah, people gotta watch out, especially those at the back of the grid who have to start next to him. Because those who missed out on qualifying have to go to the back of the grid, and it's basically like a first come first serve basis.
Yeah.
James Rigby, for all we know, hasn't even left his garage yet. For all we know, he could be starting that last on the grid. Just a bit unideal.
This guy might be the slowest row racing host on planet Earth.
I might have to give him a push start.
I know, I'm meant
Well,
to
I'll
be,
tell you what, he is. He's getting there.
meant to be commentating, but I've ended up just pretty much hosting.
Yeah. Come on, guys, we're professional. Well, it is 7:09 now.
Yep. So he should not. Sure.
Oh, look at all the amount of cars
32
now
minutes.
lining up.
Alright, let's make sure I'm not in the way. Let's suspect it tonight. Don't know what James is doing.
He's might have to give him a push start.
See a bit of chaos going on.
Yeah, I think James is.
So,
just gonna
what
have to-
were you predicting? How many corners are we lasting until we get the pile up?
I think maximum 3 corners, because
Yeah, that's the big hairpin, isn't it?
yeah, where everyone's just gonna be dive bombing.
Let's go into the wide cams. We got a Ferrari 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. Didn't even realise that from qualifying.
Pretty fast car, and it's proven to be dominant here today. We see Epic Lesser and oh god, who is that? Number 22.
That's Jen
Thing.
Wilson.
That's Jen. Just touching wheels at the moment, but I think, as per qualifying, Jen has to go behind.
So we see the pack there from that nice wide shot. 16 cars.
Very stacked grid here today.
Gotta
A
make
nice
sure you're
mix
in
of
the wide camera,
Ferrari.
otherwise you literally cannot see anything.
Need to turn my graphics up also so I can actually see the guys.
The rain coming, he's
But
coming
yeah.
down here, but it's not quite as strong as qualifying was.
And again, the nice mix of Ferraris at the front, followed by a pack of BMWs.
And we got 2 BMWs and then 2 Fords. Porsche after that, it looks like, and then I can't really see what's after that. These drivers furiously weaving to get the heat into their tires.
Yeah, they're gonna need it. Just laying down rubber on the track. And now, oh, oh, yeah,
interesting.
we've already had, oh, major contact. It's okay, we move. But everyone's just bunching up at the moment, making sure they're not caught out. And that's going to be essential for the race start.
And James asking, where's everyone? I don't know, where's James on the grid for some reason?
Where's
Don't know what
James
this
is
guy's up
not
to.
where everyone is. James is James is that so he's jumped the gun a little bit. I cannot lie.
Okay, here we go then, forming up in their grid boxes. Grid boxes which are very close together, so expect to see some chaos on the start. Here we go then.
Get ready for the lights.
Watching the lights.
Watching the lights whilst James Rigby's still in
James
front
Rigby
of the
just
grid. What is going on here? He's just
Absolute shambles.
well, brilliant carry by James Rigby here, who tries to make his way at the back of the grid and is holding up everyone at the moment.
We'll
But
go on
hey, at
board
least
with
he's made it.
Wembley, or just spectate Wembley. Here we go then. Red lights coming on. 30 laps of Silverstone into the night. And it's going. See who gets a good start, who doesn't. And to be honest, can't really see anything with the spray. Ferrari side by side going into turn 1. Looks like Epic Lexa pulls slightly ahead of Techno, but Techno has the insides. And the pack just goes spearing off as Webby sends it up the inside of his own teammate. And Epic Lexa has a nice margin now. Not quite out of the slipstream, but definitely escaping that giant pack. Try and see what's going on further back. We've got too wide with the... And, oh, unified. Got tagged by the Ford.
Yeah, they're all jockeying for position here as we predicted early. The AM class
big
especially,
crash! Oh my
massive
word!
incident. And there we go.
Ooh, yeah,
The
that's
first
not
massive
going to be
incident.
good for their races. And that looks like Maxi taken out. Not what you want to be seeing. As we go back to the front here. And we have a virtual safety car straight away. No
So everybody's
surprise
got
there.
slowed down.
Massive incident into the
speed.
old pit building.
That was a hefty whack involving Unified there. Definitely not good for his race at all. And I think now everyone's just going to be slowing down to the limit of speed. Waiting for the incident to be cleared so we can go green flag racing again.
Lexa up to P1. Had to fight for
Yeah,
it
what
though.
a surge.
Techno did not make
What
it
a
easy.
surge by Epic. Just brilliant, down into turn 1, down on the inside. And, well, track position speaks for itself.
I'm not sure if he'll get going this lap. I don't think so. We'll see where Maxi is. So he is in the queue, so he could get going this lap.
Meanwhile, a massive congratulations to James Rigby, who isn't last and is actually racing.
Incredible.
He's down at the back here.
Ping, no less.
He's down at the back here, but he's actually not been involved in any incidents, as I recall. So, pretty good race, making up 4 positions already on the people
Going
who've had
this lap.
incidents. But
Where are we?
very first lap, we have a VSC.
No surprise.
And now we're just awaiting green flag conditions here. A lot of people complaining about lag and whether we see some touching of rears, of bumpers, and we have the virtual safety car ending now.
Got ending
Ready to go
soon.
green flag.
Not green flag quite, yeah. I think it would be coming out of here. Or we might just go for another lap. We'll see. And here we go then.
And there we go.
Good start for Epic. Ferrari's tussling in the background. I think that's Kvyat up there as we see the pack storming down into the left field. Techno thinking about a move up the inside. Doesn't quite get it done. And that's a Ford. Is that a Ford up into P3? An Amdriver. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely amazing surge from these AM cards here, especially
See
Kvyat.
Warlock
But right
up
now the
into
focus is on
P3.
Techno as well.
And a
Switches
side
to
by
the
side. for the
outside.
lead.
Can he make the move stick? There's a bit of
Banging
tussling.
doors.
Forces him onto the grass. Brilliant racing going on here, but Epic still maintains position.
And this is going to invite
And oh
Warlock,
my god!
He's come from absolutely nowhere.
Is he
and
going to
he's
think
now
about the
up into
move? Is he going to
P3.
go down the inside?
Nah, I think we're going to have a bit of a slipstream train with the... yeah, not going to quite be able to go for it here.
It's whether Warlock wants to be braver or not. Of course, in the AM class, fighting against the pros here. In a possible podium
Techno,
position.
that looks like a CC
And
for
oh,
him, and Warlock
he's made a
goes into
mistake.
P2, but Techno will still have the inside. This could end poorly for Warlock here with the outside, but no, he does hang on and comes ahead of Techno.
Right,
3/10
Wesker,
the
Owen
gap
he's
then.
thinking about it on the inside, but doesn't make it stick. But wow, look at
They're going
this.
3
Just
wide for
incredible scenes.
P1. And Epic Lexer does go defense. It's going to compromise his exit. Techno gets it inside, and I think that is job done if my light spike ends. Yeah, Techno up into P1. So taking it back at the pole, but goes wide! And he's going to get the slowdown, but it's not enough to stop him. We're still going
Fending for
3
the
wide!
inside.
And Jen's
Is
just
Warlock
sitting in the
again?
background, biding
Please
his
no.
time, waiting for an opportunity. Ooh, Epic Lexer sneaks up the inside.
And now
Doesn't
Jen
get the
is
exit.
alongside
Ooh,
Warlock.
he's got to be
Oh,
careful.
oh,
That might be a warning for contact.
oh,
there.
speaking of Jen, look at this. On the inside of the cops.
Yeah.
Look at the
He might take the
P2.
lead here.
Can he get it stuck in?
Oh, this is not 3 wide for
Oh,
cops. It's not ending
Just about.
well. And you see Warlock into the lead. Absolutely incredible. I've no clue
Jen's
how
gonna
this
get pushed on
happens.
the inside here.
Ooh,
Oh,
nearly.
they make contact just a bit.
Nearly gone off
Unsettling
there,
the
but
car.
saves it. So Warlock goes very, very deep. That's going to compromise his exit. And yeah, Jen goes through and Techno goes through as well. So up to P1 for a moment there, but couldn't quite keep it. And still we're going side by side for P1. Techno tries
Jen
to hold
being
it around the outside.
uber defensive on the inside here, and they all go wide except Epic Lexer.
Even
Wow.
despite this battling, as we see one car peeling off. Oh no, doesn't peel off into the pits. I'm not sure what's going on in the background though. James gone off.
That is not good news for James Rigby. Currently fighting against the AM class at the moment.
It's not where he wants to
And the
be. But what can you
BMWs.
do with 400 ping? He's gonna have crazy input today. Let's go back on board with the leaders then. Looks like Jen has consolidated his lead. But gets a CC, but not enough for Techno to get past. Warlock past Epic Lexer, and his front four is really starting to pull away now.
Yeah, they've just been a pack
You see
ahead
the
of everyone
massive
else.
train
Oh!
behind Webley.
I'm seeing it, but here we go. Down into the corner, Jen gets pushed onto the grass just a little bit, and onto those mini sausage curbs. And I think Techno just forced to go wide there. Hopefully he didn't compromise his entry for cops, just getting a little bit of slipstream.
He's gonna have a think
Could
about
make the
into
move
cops,
down
but
as
no.
early into maggots.
You've got to be careful with the maggots. Quite a sketchy corner, this complex, and if you get one bit wrong, then you're finished for the whole complex.
But look
So
at
you see
Warlock,
Techno
he's just
drawing
sticking
alongside,
in,
but
and
that
he's
leaves
gone
the
down the
door open.
inside.
Warlock
Wait, I think he's
being-
going to try and go for the
Warlock's
lead here,
been a
Warlock.
massive surprise here. An AM driver fighting for the overall win. It'd be incredible to see an AM driver winning round one. Techno back
But
up
Techno-
inside. I think, yeah, back up to P1. So still a 4-way fight for the lead here. But oh my god, Warlock nearly did the Frigo Amazon.
Jen's going to have the inside for P2, and he makes it stick into the last corner, almost pushing Warlock onto the gravel there, and job well done by Jen. He's going to try and surge
nose
for
to
the
tail
lead.
stuff here, and they're going too wide. Ooh, Warlock, not a good send there. You have to say that move was not on. So Jen goes up the inside. It's just chopping and changing every lap.
Just like how they naturally know to fight each other respectively. There's a bit of tussling, but I mean, unlike Formula One cars, these cars don't break at the slightest touch. So
Yeah,
we could kind of afford that here as we see Techno just
some
ramming into
proper
the
proper GT racing.
rear of Jen. This is proper, yeah. And he's going to try and go
Ooh,
down the inside of the smallest gap.
Jen
And
slams into
oh,
the
just hit
track.
a bit of the old pit wall there. And now Warlock's going to have to try and go round the outside, I think. Oh no, down the inside, sorry. And that doesn't stick. And he's onto grass just a little bit. And Warlock forced to hang on. I think he apologises for that incident.
So we can go into the blimp cam here to see from the top Techno tumbling down the order after an altercation through Maggots and Beckets.
Yeah, that's
That's
never
put
good
him
news.
back to this little lead group here.
Now he's behind Epic, who we know is no slouch on the wheel. He will try and defend that position as if his life depends on it, but he's also quite a good attacker, as we see with Warlock. Trying to go
Warlock's
around
gonna
the
get the
outside.
CC there, I think, and that's gonna invite Epic Lexer up the inside. And that should be the move done for P2 if he tries to hold it. He does. Holds
He's
it
got a
around the
CC
outside.
himself.
We're still only 7/10 separating the top four here, and just Maxi's made an incredible recovery from dead last on lap 1 of a massive incident to P5 now, and maybe looking to catch up to this lead group who are defending hard into turn 4, I believe.
Yeah, the more they keep fighting, the more the other pack will start catching up.
Yeah.
And
But
Maxi can just
it
sense.
looks like Jen has got a nice breathing cushion here. And if
Warlock trying
these
to go defensive.
if these three behind Jen keep battling, then he's just gonna disappear.
And they make a slight bit of contact, and I think Epiclexer sees the opportunity, says thank you very much, and P2 comes with it.
These are critical moments of this race now, because Jen is, I think, just pulling out of slipstream, and if these three keep battling, it's just gonna be gone as they do. 2 of them going wide, and this is bringing Maxi back in, Kvyat as well.
Yeah, Maxi, best seat in the house at the moment, watching all this unfold.
Ooh!
Wondering what can come of this as we see, I think that is Techno going wide a bit
Going
there.
wide, and they're
As
starting
Jen,
to spread out a bit now, finally, after 7 whole laps of constant fighting.
Jen just trying to keep it cool, capitalise on the mistake of the other 3, but makes a mistake himself, goes wide, but
Techno is
luckily-
now falling back into the clutches of Maxi. He's gonna have to get on with it here if he wants any chance to catch up to Jen.
Jen now leads. The gap was 0.3 of a second, it's now 1.2. Wow.
Actually, think I expected Jen.
Yeah. Now the gap can afford to. Oh. Nice slaps.
Oh, I did not do the right command there.
It's fine. We know who's good. It can be salvaged.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn on
It
the,
can
I'm
be
just gonna
salvaged.
turn on the, do that, there we go. What I need to do is rename.
Alright, that will update.
And see if I can spectate Jen here. I don't think I can. Oh, there we can. Just at the bottom. And you can see he's got a really good gap now, and I think Jen is just gonna disappear off, to be honest.
Yeah, and we need this in the early part of the race. We don't know what strategy is yet, but for the moment, he's just salvaging
I was
every
trying to
moment of
reset
this lead.
myself there with the command. Good thing I didn't accidentally do reset all, because that would not end well.
Well, luckily the leaderboard will update at the end of this lap. But right now, oh look at
See,
this.
The rain
We
has
have
actually ended now.
fight.
So these drivers are going to be having to think about whether they want to come in for hards right now and try and go to the end, or maybe go for a medium and another medium stint.
Oh, whilst this is happening, Techno trying to go round the outside, and look at this, Warlock holding on to position here. Techno just has that better exit, and the better maneuver gets him up a place. And now we have Maxi. Oh, we didn't even see Maxi. And now he's finally capitalised on others' mistakes. And now he's trying to fight for the podium positions.
We're just gonna have to fix the laps.
Warlock here still trying to defend against Techno. He's doing a pretty good job at the moment. Again, remember, he's an AM driver. The highest placing AM driver currently. And is making solid work of it so far. But can't find a way around Techno's attacks. Now we can just think about going after Epic here. A little bit of
Absolutely, as you
slide
see
from
Epic Lexa go ever so slightly wide. That's going to bring Techno back into this battle for P2.
gradually close down the gap down to like 4 tenths per second here. And all those crucial temps. And with the slipstream, it just goes down and down. And was that? I think that was Max who made like a bit of a mistake, went uber wide at the exit of Beckett's.
And we see the front pack peeling into the pits now. Oh no, that's a flip.
Oh
He
my
keeps
god!
it, and that's what you get for
And he
trying
makes
to
a
break
move!
the speed limit into the pits. The drivers were well
Because
warned.
we have a car upside down. Oh, we have a car
Drivers
upside
were
down.
warned not to speed into the pits, but some of them are still doing it.
But what I want to see here is Techno gonna get ahead of both
Side by
Warlock
side
and
coming out into
Epic.
the pits, and we have a virtual safety.
And we have a
car.
virtual safety car. Well, this is difficult because
Well,
they came out
yeah,
literally
they were
side by side, I think.
So one of them's gonna have to give it up. It looks like.
I think
Epic
by
does.
a whisker. Yeah, I think Techno was just a bit ahead there, and Epic, by the skin of his teeth, just forced to hold up there. Very close call. And the finest margins can let you have track position in times like this. Techno has the advantage.
Let's try and see if I can fix.
And I think that's Dev unlapping himself, I think, because he's just peeled away from everybody else. I don't even know if you can do that. Nah, you can't do that. He's been forced to pull back. Lap 9 out of 30, and we already have 2 virtual safety cars at the span of this race. And it's been a pretty chaotic race so far in terms of
Yeah, I'd
action.
say that's fair
but-
to say. So you see all the drivers now weaving, and it'll be interesting, you know, to see what compound they've gone onto. See if some people will try to extend the hards to the end, or others will go on mediums on the softs to a 3-stop race or 2-stop swing.
Difficult to predict the strategy for each driver, their mindset, what they're going through, managing their own race at the moment, and differing strategies could mean the difference between a win and a loss. But so far, the leaders, some of them got it right, some of them
And you
got
know
it wrong.
what this virtual
like we saw
safety
with
car has
Techno.
done? We're going to see this battle for P1 reignited again with Gen, Techno, and Epic Lexa.
Which is why Jed needs to get the restart absolutely on point.
He won't
He
be able to
cannot
control
afford
it. It's gonna
any
be,
late
it's
start.
going to be based on the green flag. So.
Just kind of needs to predict the moment. But we are still under virtual safety car
I'm
conditions.
not sure if we're going to get started this lap. I don't think so. There's a few straggler cars. But that is a big queue of cars.
All warming up tyres going into the chicane.
I don't think it's going to start
And I
this lap.
think
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure what we're waiting for, to be honest.
as we wait,
But this should fix
We
the
can just-
standings, I'll hopefully.
yeah.
See, I can.
There we go.
I can do stuff. That's right.
You could program, yeah, no problem. But I think whilst we wait for the green flag, we should talk about how this series is really open. The first round, a
Yeah.
lot of people eyeing their first win in the series, the first win in the series, and with this virtual safety car, it's anyone's game.
Absolutely. I mean, what was it, a 4v5, 5v5 for P1?
Maxi, yeah,
And
credit to
incredibly,
Maxi who found his way
yeah,
back.
all the way back up to the lead battle, and Warlock, the AM driver, dueling it out for the overall win. Not something I expected to see.
A lot of star performers out there on track at the moment. It's just whether one of them
And
makes a
actually,
mistake.
let's have a look at the tyres. We've got Jen on the hards looking to go all the way to the end, but we've also got Techno, Epic, Lex on the mediums. They'll be looking for a 2-stock. That's very interesting.
Huh.
So most of the grid, it looks like, going for the 2-stock on the mediums.
Medium looking like that dominant tyre at the moment.
Well, it'll be difficult to tell until we actually see them get going. I have a feeling the medium runners will get a jump though and start to pull it all.
So Jen needs this
Jen just needs
little
to keep
tenure.
it clean. He just needs to put in a consistent stint and hope that it's enough to stay out front when everyone else is pitting.
And I think we're about to get into green flag conditions soon.
Let's take a
Longer
look at
virtual safety
James.
car than intended, but
Oh, can't spectate James. Never mind that.
I can't spectate
He's
James
gone. I
either.
think
but
he's
I
out, which is fair enough because he was on
Yeah.
like 5 million.
Oh, we've already. Whoa, what's going on back there? AM car just forced wide by unsuspecting pro car there.
Here
But I
we go
think
then. Safety car ending.
we are now going to be
Interesting.
very interesting call from the governing bodies here. But this pulls Webley back
Green
into the
flag.
race.
Here we
Go
go.
green.
Too wide into Stone. Jen does indeed stay ahead, and Techno with a not so great start there, down to P4 as we see some drivers going wide on the backgrounds. And it's too
Epic
wide
ball.
into Vale for P1. Absolute
Very
chaos.
audacious and epic. No.
I mean, he's got time. Oh my god, what is going on in the backgrounds?
I don't understand. What is this all about?
3 wide it looks like.
Warning all of the
Into
drivers
turn
here.
1. We've got the 2 row BMW cars fighting.
And now Epic
It's
Flexer, who was
a
jockeying
mighty gaggle of
for the lead,
cars.
now jockeys with the other AM cars, but somehow finds a way through all of them immediately. Now he's got to try and get back into the mindset of chasing after the leaders again, as
You
Jen
see, one of the
slowly pulls away
Porsches
from
going
Warlock.
by. Let's go back with the leaders here then. We've just got Warlock hot on his tail. Both of these drivers, strangely the hard runners, wasn't expecting to see them pulling away.
Oh, Max goes a bit wide and his exit is compromised, and I think Epic Flexer is now hunting after him very
Well,
close.
he will
Got
be
to be like 2
protected
tenths
by
of a second between them.
courtesy of having Techno slipstream. He's still gonna have
A
to be
lot of
careful
drive.
as Techno gets to CC. The sun is beginning to set here, so they're going to be racing into the night.
And I think a lot of drivers at this stage in the game are just trying to test the limits of their car, trying to test the limits of the track as we see here. And the lights do come on here in Silverstone.
So it's going to be 3 wide going into Stowe for P2. Techno with the inside is going to keep the position, but Maxi looking for the cutback. He's going to put him on the outside of the Vale. I don't think he's going to get the move done. No, he does not. Epic Lexa poking his nose. Epic Lexa gets the switchback. Up into P4, I believe.
Very clean and tidy move from Epic Flexer there. Just picked his moment
Nuts,
right
the
and
whole
just
pack.
sieged in.
Let's go back to the front two. Still nose to tail, but I believe they might be working together because Warlock's just been sat behind Jen, but it's not working because here comes Techno. And that little front two that
Warlock.
we're getting away is being drawn back into the main pack, perhaps because of their hard tyres, not quite as much grip.
little bit of a snake queue forming there at the moment.
Come through left field. Techno with the move up the inside. Robust move, man. And Techno
I was very,
he needs to be getting past this lot if he wants to win, because these are hard runners. These guys won't be pitting again, I don't think.
I was very good move from Techno there. A sign of I'm coming through. Oh, Epic
Lexa
lets it
taking
go
his customary
super
line.
wide.
I can promise you it's not faster.
Oh, definitely not, especially if you're almost onto the gravel there. That is not good news, and Epic is just testing and testing the limits. But eventually,
Epic's got maggots
catches
and
up to
Maggots
both
right
of them.
there. He's back into this fight for P1, and we've got Maxi at the back there just hanging on to this battle, biding his time. So we're too wide for P2. Ooh, Jen gets a bit loose there, and that's going to invite Epic up, and Warlock it looks like. So I have to settle for P3 here. So Jen, P1 to P3. But that's alright, he's on the hard tire. He doesn't have to be beating these guys. He just has to be putting in consistent times.
He just needs to keep it cool and keep it on the track. He cannot afford many mistakes
Which he
this
does
early
make
into the
there.
race. And as I say that, the commentator's curse goes a bit wide.
And what Techno needs to do here is just disappear basically, because he's going to definitely have to go for another stop in his mediums. Techno does set the fastest lap, so he's putting the times in. Let's see if we can see anything going on further back. I haven't really looked further back because the Bassett at the front has just been non-stop. Simon. Ooh, Simon into the back of the Porsche. What you want to see is this Dev just sends the BMW off into the gravel. We have Simon, and I believe that's Void. Moves to tail into Cops. Simon stays ahead.
Yeah.
We've got battles all over this pack.
Always watch the middle of the pack. They provide some of the most entertaining fights you'll see all
And
evening.
It looks like Techno
And
is pulling away a lot here.
once again, the race almost neutralised.
Look at this
Only a
battle for
few
P2, it's still
battles.
going, and it looks like he could be going 4 wide into Stowe. Unfortunately, I do get a lag spike, but I can't quite see what happens.
Oh, Epic is just pushed a bit wide by Warlock there. Speaking of Warlock, he's going to try and make a move down the inside, is he? I think
Not
he is.
quite, and he gets
Inside
tagged
becomes
by
the outside,
Maxi.
becomes the inside.
They're losing time in the buckets here, and that's inviting, I think that's Astronomia into this battle. Another arm driver into this battle then. It looks like Jen has sort of disappeared a bit. Ooh, Maxi not with a good move there. And Astro straight into the side of Warlock. It's not what you want to see.
No, definitely not what you want to see. These desperate moves will get you punished in this series. And the warnings are flying out.
I think we will
Front,
definitely
right,
be seeing
centre
some
for those.
penalties as we see Maxi there going wide. I'm not sure what happens there. The warning is coming flying in. And
Making up those
Webblue, what's
desperate
happened to Webblue?
positions.
He's dropped far down the order. Can't even
He's
see
currently
him
not
on
even made
the-
it to Cops.
Can't see him. Oh, he's dead last. I'm not sure what's happened there. Maybe a mistake. Flipped in the pits, I know.
Oh,
But from the virtual safety car, should have gone back into it. I would assume. So we see the cars beginning to spread out here.
I think Jen has had. Oh, Jen's all the way back.
Oh, Jen's.
He's had another lag spike.
Jen. That is not what you want to see. He is far down the order now. But again, he is on the hard, so as long as he stays in this pack with the medium runners, he is doing well.
Once again, this weekend, the lag is affecting Jen. Cost him off a good qualifying position. Got
Lag.
into a lead at the
let's
start
call
of the race.
brake issues, yep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What's this battle? It's going to bring him further forwards up to these cars. So we see Dev and Kvyat going side by side ahead of Jen here. And they can still be side by side going into love fields as the sun is starting to disappear below the horizon. Dev does make the move up the inside of Kvyat. Kvyat drives straight into the back of Dev. Some interesting driving standards, and this is bringing Jen here. Jen and Dev side by side going into cops. We've seen how this ends before, and it's not well. Let's see if these drivers can make it. They do. Dev looking for the switchback, can't quite get it. So I think the track's getting a bit foggy here, becoming a bit difficult to see. So you have one
And of
quick
course, we
caution
need
going on.
as much visibility as possible, and I think that was Void who just went a bit wide there. Oh, he hit a bomb.
Techno's gone. Techno's checked out. This is what Jen did in the first stint. Techno is now doing, showing that all of these drivers are capable of controlling a race. And no one
Now
peeling into
he's
the
just
race.
pulled ahead. And I
So
think
the
there's
gap
been a
is
change
3
for second
seconds.
place.
We've just gone over Warlock right behind Apex. Warlock, the AM driver, still in the overall podium. Phenomenal debut.
I've been really impressed with him so far. AM class, yeah, he's showing no signs of slowing down at the moment. Keeping it cool in front of the pro drivers. And
the fog,
I think
the
a podium
fog is
could follow.
coming.
Oh god, visibility is
It's down the
shocking
drain.
here.
You barely see the cars from the cameras. Hopefully this fog will lift soon.
So a lot of drivers have got to be careful not to hit anyone. Visibility may be poor, and with that, the carefulness of the drivers will now have to be implemented into the race.
Jen still hasn't been able to break away from Dev. He's just pulling him with him in the slipstream. Well, Jen, who was at one point, controlling this race from the front with a decent gap, is now stuck in the midfield.
Definitely not a proud moment from Jen. Super disappointing for him, but now he's just got to manage himself and try and
Just gotta get
claw
his head
back his
down
way.
as it looks like the fog is starting to thankfully recede.
Well, these people can see it again.
And Dev, not quite looking for a movement. Interesting to see if anyone hits. Any of the medium ones does not look like they will do.
I think they're trying to stay out just as much as the hard runners, but of course they don't last for much longer than the hards, so they will have to try and pit again.
And it looks like we've got Just Maxi and Astronomia going side by side. Simon in the background, missing his braking principle. And Maxi, pretty good recovery. Like we said, crashing out on the first lap, but back up into the top 4. And a side by side,
We've seen
still into Luffield.
Gets the move somewhat stuck. There we go. He's got it. Yeah, we've seen a lot of comeback stories so far here in Silverstone. It's been brilliant to watch some of the drivers just claw their way back up the field, showing their prowess in overtaking.
To the back of Maxi. And Maxi lets him go. I think that's a smart thing to do there. You don't want to fight at this point in the race. You just want to get your head down and put in fast laps as the strategy starts to come into it.
Speaking of strategy, I think
You got a pit.
we got Dev here, just slotting in behind Jen. Not really making much of an attempt to overtake. They might be trying to work together here, try and catch up.
That would be the wise thing to do, but it's the boring thing for us.
Boring for the spectators, but in terms of driver strategy, this is actually kind of key. But Dev just doesn't pick up as much power and exit as some of the AM drivers, and now he has to pay the price.
Yeah, use that. I think track inspector Dev?
I believe
Oh,
I can't
looks
see,
like
but
someone's
whoever
gone
that is
wide.
goes
I think
completely
it's
wide.
Floppy, and the
It is
505
Flop.
Proton competition for Mustang going wide. Good for Dev, but not good for Floppy.
And I think the driver behind Floppy is Kvyat, who
Kvyat
now
now is going to be looking for a move. Floppy without the slipstream from ahead. Kvyat is going to be wanting to get past him here. Oh, both of them get a big slide, but Kvyat gets it better. And that's a massive slowdown for Floppy. Not what you want to see.
super massive bump on the inside of the curbs there. And those mini sausage curbs are
Those curbs are
absolutely
lethal.
relentless. And I think we have here another fight down in the pack. We got Void here.
Void
Down
on
into
the back
cops.
of TXH, the Bahraini driver. Good to see the diversity.
And he's going to currently have a fight with Floppy. We could possibly see these three AM drivers going 3 wide.
It's going to take some catching up from Void. He's a bit tentative for Nuggets and Beckett's. But we do see Floppy and TXH still fighting. Floppy's going to be looking for the outside here. Trying to look for the cutback and gets it done. What a move.
Brilliant bit of racing. Just the utmost amount of respect between the two drivers. But now Void will try and get a slice
go
of
wide,
pie.
and that's going to have TXH going up the inside. Ooh, Floppy onto the gravel, but holds on. Good save.
Yeah, brilliant bit of racing at the lower part of the grid here, showing everybody has that little bit of talent to make it far into the series, whether it's AM or professional class.
Void
And
looking
Void,
for a send, but backs out just in time, not to take out Floppy, but I will put Void slightly further back than he'd like to be.
a very audacious dive bomb there. I don't think that wanted to stick. And as we see, oh hello, in a Corvette sandwich we have Dev with Simon and Fish. Between the Corvettes, Dev himself a BMW driver heading into cops.
Dev,
These Corvettes better move out of the way quickly.
This is not where Dev wants to be.
And he's trying to make quick work of them.
Between these two AM drivers, and he does get past, but he's not going to be out of it because he has no slipstream from in front, and Simon is attacking him. Simon, one of those drivers with a slightly questionable racecraft.
But so far that racecraft is allowing him to stick his front behind Dev and maybe trying to look for a move around the outside if he can find a gap.
If he can pull this off, it would be an incredible overtake. He can't quite, has to back out. No surprise there, around the outside of Stowe, a very difficult move to make. He's going to be looking for a move here into Vale. Can't quite get it done. And the gap at the front, actually, I think Epic Lexus is starting to real tiny bit. As we see the race is shortened slightly, so I don't think any of these drivers are going to be wanting to do another stop now.
Which is totally...
As we see Simon go away. So that's going to put drivers like Techno in a bit of jeopardy because they're going to have to hold on to these worn out mediums until it ends.
Completely changes the game here with these medium strategies. It allows the hards of Jen and Maxi, who are having a bit of scrap right now,
Jen,
to kind of siege past the mediums.
If I remember correctly, he was down in like the midfield a few laps ago. I think Jen and Maxi working together here, trying to catch back up to Warlock. And that would be an incredible result for Warlock if he could secure this podium, overall podium, on debut as an amateur driver.
But of course, that will have to come with the nursing of the medium tyres in comparison to the nursing of the hard tyres.
I mean, Warlock, if he plays his cards right on the hard tyres, could outlast the mediums of Techno and Epic up ahead, and we could see an overall AM winner, which would be weird, to be honest.
And I think, from a mistake from Jen, yep, that's it, Max is ahead, but let's Jen past.
I think That is
Very
just
interesting
working
moves
together
going
there.
on here.
That's a smart thing to do, I think, as we see Warlock sets the fastest lap. Not Jen, or I think it's because the timer reset. Not Jen, the
I think so
fastest
too, but
car
this is
on
definitely,
track at the moment, despite the battling. I think the hards are
and despite
starting.
all the problems he's been in as well.
Hards are starting to come into their own at this point. Let's see if we can find any battles further down. Flopper into the pits, interesting. That's going to put him straight to the back, but on new tyres, so see if we can do some damage from there.
Definitely the right call for
Ooh,
people
Void and
with a sustainable gap.
Void and Lewis fighting. And McLaren, the Herbuff Motorsport McLaren and the Garage 59. Oh no, I've messed that right up. Herbuff Porsche and the Garage 59 McLaren duking it out. Looks like Lewis is going to try hold it around the outside, and he does. What a move. He's going to give him the inside for Luffield. Void's going to get shuffled out wide. They're still side by side coming off the cops. And I think Void is going to ducks to the inside, but Lewis covers it off.
What I find unusual is that, by the looks of it, both Kvyat and Void, who we're seeing now trying to make a move, all on soft tyres,
Yeah,
which
I mean,
don't
that
last
is
long at all.
they're not going to last until the end of the race, I don't think, to be honest. I think these lot must have done a pit stop onto the softs. If I were them, I probably would have gone for the mediums. You see Epic getting dropped by Techno even more. This might be it for Techno. It would be a good win for Techno. A good way to kickstart his season. But it's definitely not over yet. So we see these drivers at the back fighting like they're fighting for a win. And Void lets
Incredible.
Lewis go. Good respect shown there. And also the smart thing to do to avoid a penalty.
Yeah, but now we can see those tyres definitely don't last as long as the mediums and hards,
Ooh,
as Void
Void
is
tries
struggling
it
to
round the
find his braking
outside.
points.
Does get a warning for it despite letting him go. And it looks like, I think that's Floppy is just, Floppy getting away from these two.
Still trying to send it on the inside. Oh, he finds a gap to make it stick, but pushes him just a bit wide, almost onto the grass even. And those deadly sausage curbs that
He's
provide
going to get the exit.
one
Void
hell of a
does.
bump.
And he's going to get back alongside, and Lewis lets him go. Probably a smart thing to do there. I think these two are just going to be fighting hard until the end of the race here.
It's providing a hell of a spectacle under the moon here in Silverstone in this night race as we come up to the end of the race. Do we think Techno can hold on just about with this lead?
Yeah, I mean, he's not
That's the
pulling
question
away
on
anymore,
everyone's
but
mind.
with only 4 laps to go, he doesn't really need to. He just needs to put in the laps and stay consistently. And unfortunately, the Warlock has dropped out of the overall podium now, down to P5. I'm not sure what happened there.
Apparently he was another driver who fell victim of these bumps. Again on the inside of the curves, relentless.
Void
And
of
I think
another
Void
warning.
has another warning here. That should really be 2 out of 2.
I think that was just the one before being resent. Standings are bugging out again. Love to see it. And we can see a visual representation of the gap there. Techno going into cops as the car behind, I think that's Epic Lexo, gets onto that straight there. So Techno's got an entire straight to Epic Lexo. Epic's going to really have to put some work in if he wants to catch back up here.
Even if it involves
Some
pushing the car straight to the limit, which is exactly what he's doing. As we saw him went wide there.
Ooh,
Jen will be
Techno
licking his
making a
lips at that.
mistake, goes wide. got another change to the laps. I'm not sure this is good for the drivers. They're messing up their strategy quite a lot here, I would assume. I think we have a battle for P3, I believe. We have Jen and
I think it is.
Maxi side by side down the main straight. These two that were previously working together now looking to fight for that podium. And you know what we haven't done this race so far is Jen sends up inside. We haven't gone into any of the team radios. Interested to see what they're saying. Maybe we can go into Jen's team radios at the same time.
Slowly. But
my run's just 10, bro.
He's not helping here.
It's a bipolar ass laps fucking counter, dude. Like we got 20s, 30, 27, 30, 29. Fucking what's next? 74. I can't like, bro. This strat is just not peaking.
And there you hear it then. Drivers complaining about the changing of the laps, messing up their strategy. And Jen also complaining about Maxi holding him up.
Yeah, it's quite a tussle between the two, but Jen's sole focus now will be on Epic. Just trying to make that move stick. Well,
they are catching up here. The
Maxi,
hards, I think the hards are really coming to their own. The mediums are not built for this kind of duration. Jen does
and I think
sort of have to
Maxi
defend there.
is going to pounce on Jen.
Oh, is that Techno into the pits?
Takes a wider line.
That's Techno into the pits.
That is Techno into the pits. Well then, what a surprise here.
That's a pretty decent stop, but that is interesting. He goes onto the soft tire.
And onto the soft tire.
I don't know if that was the right call, but it's certainly going to make this a lot more interesting. So that puts Epic into the lead, and I think Epic's going to probably want to say thank you very much and not going to pit, I don't think. But god, you can see the likes of Just Maxi is really catching up to Epic now. So this race that we thought was just going to be one and done by Techno pulling out is now reignited.
Yeah, superb race we have
other
right now.
cars pulling into the pits. It looks like Astronomia also pits.
They'll be looking at the medium tyres and thinking, well, they're wearing away quite fast
Let's go on board with Jen here as we see Epic Lexa going extremely wide.
Epic is on the gravel!
And that's going to bring Maxi, and that is, you'd have to say, this is not good for Epic Lexa because he's on dead mediums and his hard runners, they're gonna get past him pretty easily, you would imagine. So on board with Jen here in the slipstream train, coming up to Stowe. Maxi looking for a move around the outsides. As we see Jen sneaks past the both of them. He's going to be on the outside for Vale here. See if he can get the move done. I think it's 3 wide based on what I can see from the headlights. But Epic Lexa does hold on to the position. But Maxi now with the inside on Jen. A side by side going into turn 1. You now have 4 tenths separating the top 3, but Techno is only 3 seconds behind, so Techno, I think, may have made the right strategy call here. He's catching rapidly on these guys.
And with the extension of the race as well, that puts these guys into jeopardy, even though hard tyres at the moment, but the medium tyres are shot as we see Epic slides into P3 there as a result of no grip at all.
And Epic Lexa going wide there, and Techno is now onto these guys, so Techno making the bold call, going onto the softs. And oh my word, nearly got forced
almost into the old pit wall.
But she's gonna shoot past these guys.
And this is great news for Maxi.
Well, Maxi, I wouldn't say so
Jen
because Techno is gonna be up onto the back of Maxi, and you have to say probably this time next lap.
So an audacious strategy call now works wonders for Techno as he finds his way back
Maxi
into the front running spot.
trying to break the slipstream already. Yeah, look at the rate at which Techno can just carry so much more speed through Stowe. He's already onto the back of Maxi.
We might see a change for lead as early as turn 3. Or
not
as
even
I'm being
then.
proved, the last call.
And Techno reclaims the lead after making that bold strategy call. But it's not over yet. Maxi can fight this. It's just going to be difficult. You just see Techno more mechanical grip. Just pulling away in the acceleration zones, able to get the power down much more smoothly.
Brilliant momentum being carried into the corners here as Maxi just forced to hang on the slipstream behind Techno, but right now, as it was at the start of this race, Techno now regains the lead after quite a hiatus from it as a result of a audacious pit stop. That worked brilliantly.
And to be honest, if I was in Techno's seat, I'm not sure I would have gone for that, but shows why I'm not a driver.
Well, it's clearly working very, very well
See
here.
in
The strategy
background,
team
Epic
got it
Lexo.
so right, but Epic.
Just going wide every single lap. I mean, it's easier to
Yeah.
do than taking it properly, but it's also slower.
Mediums that were once the most popular tyre at the halfway point of this race, now only down to 2 drivers, that being Floppy and Epic Lexo possessing them.
You know what?
A lot of people have made that bold call to go on the softs this late in the race now.
Warlock could catch up to Epic here, because Epic's on those, hasn't pit, he's on those really old mediums. Could see Warlock getting up into P4. Not quite an overall podium, but still an amazing result. And
With how
Techno,
far he was running up as well. Very good from him. As an AM driver, it has to be said.
yeah,
As far as debuts go.
Techno out of the 1 second range, no DRS in these cars, but still. You'd imagine now this has to be the win for Techno, unless something really extreme happens.
I don't think anything could stop him now from achieving the first win in his VCL career, the first win in VCL overall, as this is round 1, and what a debut it's been for Techno in this series.
Yeah, just
Started off
down
well.
the corners now, penultimate lap.
Started off well. Middle part of the race, not so much. Dropped down to as bad as P5. Made his way back up. Fell victim to the medium strategies, and he goes a bit wide.
He's gone wide! But to be honest, I don't think it's going to make a difference. He's just got too much grip for Maxi to even think about an overtake. Essentially
And
a
again, a lot of drivers.
There.
A lot of drivers complaining about the bumps today. The inside of those curbs are just relentless on the cars, unsettling them to the maximum amount. But right now we're going to start the final lap with Techno in the lead.
Here we go then.
And here we go.
Final lap. 1.7 seconds. I don't see any universe in which Techno doesn't win this at this point.
A very cool, calm, and composed
Warlock!
character. Epic.
Warlock made it past Epic. Like I said,
And now
he might
Weblu's going to be on him.
Weblu from having flipped, speeding into the pit lane, is now on the back of Epic Lexo in the fellow Ferrari, and Warlock, he's rubbing his hands and laughing here. He's gone.
A
It's incredible.
total strategy calamity from Epic and his team there. Unpredictable with the amount of laps set at the end of this race, but the mediums are just literally shot at the moment. They are the least dominant tyre at the moment, and Weblu is going to go round the outside to try and get this move done, and he is.
Gets the move done. disaster for Epic Lexa. But he's not
He's gonna
done yet.
have to-
He's gonna think about
he's
it into
going
cops.
for
Will
it.
they touch? They do. Epic Lexa forced into this corner cut. I don't think he's gonna be too happy about them. But as we look further forward, then Techno, dominant race, you'd have to say. Fighting for the lead for the whole race and then just pulling away at the end with a brilliant strategy call. Coming through the final few corners into the chicane. And around the final corner. And that's going to be it then for Techno. Takes the win, weaves across the line. Solid win, brilliant strategy call. And let's look further back to Epic Lexa. Looks like he does lose out to Webley. So it's going to be Techno, Maxi, and then Jen, your top three, and War takes the win in Am. Let's try and see if we can see Viak, who just gets pipped by, just stays
Oh.
ahead almost of Unified on the last lap there. Extremely close battle.
Couple of thousandths in between. Superb racing from all involved, but of course strategy matters in this game.
Absolutely.
And in the end, the best strategy wins.
And we look all the way back to Void here. Shocking race from Void, you have to say. Cuts the final chicane. What can you do? I don't think we're going to get onto the podium.
And his car's literally grounded to a hole.
Yeah, that's what you get for cutting the entire chicane.
And here he comes. You've done it, boy. You've done it. No, please cross the line, please. Has he done it?
I think
He
he
has.
just wants the biggest gap possible. 1 minute behind.
I think we've only had 2 DNFs this whole race. Dev rage quit in the middle of the
Decent.
race because
And
of the
course
amount
we
of
lost,
bumps.
we lost James.
But to be honest, he wasn't lasting anyway, so, you know. But a very good race for the first round of VCL.
We'll see if we can get the
A very
Romanian anthem up here.
competitive top 3, actually. Kept fighting throughout the entirety of the race.
There you go then, your winner in P4 overall. Brilliant result, you have to say. Because this anthem seems to be quite lengthy. Gonna get the pro podium now.
And here come the top 3 from the pro class. With Techno ahead of all of them.
With
And
that-
now we
with that
hear
strategy, cool, yeah. If I can find the anthem.
and as a result, he wins. And as a result of winning, we get to hear the Italian national anthem. Eventually.
If it plays.
If it wants to, you know, no rush. There we go.
go then. See if you can get a group photo with everyone.
Ah,
Yeah, I think everyone's here okay.
probably all complaining
Yeah, complaining about the bombs.
server.
Alright then.